What's up, y'all? Truth Tiger back with another video. I'm going to talk about how narcissists have no morality whatsoever, no moral standard, complete scumbags, complete cockroaches, and yeah, let's dig into it. Having a standard of ethics and morality in the way that we treat others, in the way that we move through life, is one of the most important things. We need to have that moral code. We need to have that impetus of right and wrong, and of knowing right from wrong, and most importantly, we need to love our fellow. We need to be kind to others. And for narcissists, there's no love for their fellow whatsoever. Everything is jealousy, everything is hatred, everything is just a bunch of crap. And if these people were not abjectly evil and cruel people, they wouldn't, treat you the way they treated you. They wouldn't treat us the way they treated us. If they had some kind of a moral standard, some kind of a sense of right and wrong within them, they wouldn't act that way. If they had some kind of truth within them, they wouldn't have these delusions of grandeur, and they wouldn't be so caught up in their own ego and I'm so big, I'm so important. They wouldn't be doing all that arrogant BS if they had some type of a moral and ethical backbone, and that's what we need as people. And that's what separates us from the narcs, is having that moral and ethical backbone. And on some level, it is a spiritual thing. I believe it's a demonic thing. People can feel how they want to feel about that. But I think in terms of the way they gaslight and manipulate, and the way they're just, it's like they're hooked up to something evil, the way they're just able to mess with you, and how they can be cruel to you at just the right time. It seems like it's something a little out of this world in terms of the evil that they have. So that's my theory on it. But if they were not so arrogant in the first place, if they weren't such evil people who were willing to treat other people bad and willing to screw other people over, if they weren't so selfish, those demons, or whatever the heck is happening there, would not take hold in them, And I do believe in demons. I've had my own demonic experiences. I'll make another video about that. But, that demon, that evil spirit that they're in, would not take hold of them. It would not be around them. It wouldn't be a good place for that evil spirit if they were good, kind people, if they were loving people. There's no love in a narcissist. Hatred is a narcissist love. It really is. Hatred is the love of the devil. And that's what it is with the narcs. There's no love in there whatsoever. It's just jealousy, contempt, selfishness, I need more, greed, lots of greed. They're very, very greedy people. They're greedy little pigs, and they think they should have more, and they should get more. I need more attention, I need more money, I need more sympathy, I need more people to inflate my ego, I need more enablers. It's always more. It's never enough. It's never good enough, and there's just there's no way to them, you have to, as people, we have to have a way. I follow the way of Jesus Christ, that's who shows me the way. That's who gives me my path. And I can always, when I'm lost and I'm not sure what the way is or what the right thing is to do, I can look to Jesus Christ and I can say, oh, okay, and this doesn't mean I'm perfect, or that I always listen, or that I'm always on top of it, or anything like that at all. But I try to be a good person, and I self-reflect and tell the truth. I really try to be decent as best I can. And with the narcissist, there's no decency whatsoever. There's no goodness whatsoever. And whatever goodness they're doing is for one of two reasons. It's performative, it's manipulative, it's love bombing, or it's because you're in a more dominant position and they are too afraid to mistreat you. But if they had more power and dominance, oh boy, would they mistreat you, but they're just not powerful enough to do it, So that's the only reason why they're being nice, They're cowards in the end of the day, They're immoral cowards. They're cowards without morality. And like all the gaslighting and manipulation and insane games that they play, a moral person wouldn't do that. A good person would not do that. Someone with any kind of ethics wouldn't do that, And the thing is, like, narcissists replace true ethics and true morality with rule following. And they oftentimes don't even follow those rules themselves, but they replace that with rule following. So to a narcissist, their morality is, I followed the rules, I followed the rules of society. I followed the religious rules. Or I followed the status quo that comes from social justice. And you see this with a lot of covert narcissists who are left-wingers, where they really, really go along with the underlying status quo of liberalism and social justice and leftism and all that type of stuff, and they really go along with the victim thing. But it's the same if they're religious, conservative, or some a liberal person who's going along with this. It's not loving your fellow. It's not being kind to others. It's some weird self-serving thing, And they turn all this stuff into a self-serving thing. It's not about helping the world or helping the community or anything like that. With religion, it's this whole thing about how they can beat on their chest and say they're such a good person and say, oh, I'm moral. I have morality. I'm a big, good religious person. I'm so in the religion, therefore I'm a good person, And they do that, and I've seen that a ton. And for the social justice liberals, they go, oh, I'm such a social justice liberal. That makes me such a good person, doesn't it? I'm so mad at, Donald Trump or whoever it is. Doesn't that make me so good? I'm such a good person because I criticize the conservatives and I hate conservative people. Therefore, I'm good, Same with religious people being like, I hate that person of that other religion. Therefore, I'm a good person, Like, that doesn't make you good at all, If I believe in Jesus Christ, but if I'm like, I hate Muslims, I hate Hindus, like, I'm hating my fellow. I can't do that. And it's the same with these liberals who are like, I hate conservatives, I hate Donald Trump, and it's like, no, you are hating your fellow. You are in a mentality of hatred. And they do it to inflate their own egos. They do it to, enlarge themselves and to get attention for themselves and to make it all about them, Because it's all about how they feel. It's not about how other people feel. It's not about doing good in the world at all. It's just about, I don't like how that made me feel personally, so I'm mad, and a lot of people do that. And I mean, this video is a little bit of a Trojan horse because I've made a lot of videos talking about ethics and morality and this kind of thing, and they haven't been very popular. They haven't really taken off. So, I know if I make a narcissist video, it will get a lot more views and stuff like that. So, a little bit of a Trojan horse here. I'm not really talking about it in the interpersonal sense that I normally do with narcissists, but I'm more talking about how the world is. But, if you've watched up until now, thank you. This is a hugely, massively important message because there is a ridiculous lack of ethics and morality in our society. And when I tell people that, they don't really have the framework. The algorithm doesn't push it. People go, ethics, moral, it's kind of boring. They don't want to watch it. But trust me, there's nothing boring about it. You have to love your fellow. You have to treat other people well. You got to be kind to others. Like, you really, really do need to do that. And society has replaced being kind to others with essentially you just kind of follow along the track, you follow along the track of the government rules, which is not about morality or ethics. It's just about, making sure the money's coming into the tax coffers, or religious rules, which is just about, making sure the money's coming into the coffers, or the social justice, which, same kind of deal. You got all these democratic socialists, whatever, like they take a lot of donations. There was I don't know the exact story, but there were some people, and I don't know, I think it was Black Lives Matter or something like that. The ladies got like 3 houses or whatever. So it's the same old kind of deal, you know, wherever you go. They're just trying to get the money. They're trying to get your attention. They're trying to get control. They're trying to get you to sort of, you know, be working for them. Yeah, there's no morality in this narcissistic world, you know? And then you think about the corporate world and just how greedy and just how, like, everything's just about money with them, you know? Get more money. More money. It's just like, Jesus, like, you guys have freaking billions and trillions of dollars. Like, isn't it enough already? Like, you got a super yacht, you got a private plane. Like, at some point, you're just like, all right, I'm good. Like, I got it all. I got the Rolex, I got the Ferrari, I got a private jet, I got $1 billion. Like, at some point, you're just like, all right, like, made enough money, I've done enough. But no, and it's whatever. And they get together with Epstein and Weinstein, and you got all these creepy guys doing creepy things, and they're going to Dubai and doing weird stuff. They're going to private islands and doing weird stuff. It's a lot of weird stuff, and it's a lot of very narcissistic and sociopathic people kind of at the top, unfortunately. And nothing wrong with being rich or successful. Just, you know, love your fella. Be good to other people, you know? Be kind. Have an ethic. It's like their ethic is just like, make more money. Their ethic is just like greed. And it's like on all levels. Like, the narcissists in your personal life, like, their ethic is just get as much supply, get as much attention. It's all about me. It's all about me. And there's no ethic. There's no moral going on whatsoever. Right quick, Amazon Basics Fish Oil. I've got an affiliate with them, so I'm going to put that link below. Click that. If you buy them, I'll get I think maybe I get like 30 cents or so, something like that, but I get a good little commission. So check that out, buy those, help support the channel. But yeah, back to the topic. Like, it's just, there's no ethic or moral in our narcissistic society whatsoever. Like, you know, like, it's like I tell someone to love their fellow, to be kind, and it's such a simple message, but it's like this big covered up secret, you know, and there's nothing secret or hidden about that. That's so plain, that's so basic. That's something we should, you know, we know as little kids, but just like forget about. Like, share, help others, you know. If you see someone in need, try to help them out, you know. I'm just gonna scratch my nose here. You know, do those good, kind things. And like, that will set you apart from the narcissists so much. Like, narcissists are not kind to one another. They don't help each other out. They don't help other people. If it's like the status quo and it's something with their family and they feel like they have to, maybe, but even so, like, they'll be really like, I gave you that ride to the airport and I had to wake up very early. I hope you're happy about it. You know, they'll do that. Or like, you know, they won't really be good about it, or doing it in the right kind of way. They'll just be complaining and annoying, and, you know, there's no love going on with the narcissists. It's whatever. It's just like, you know, selfishness and wanting to expand themselves. And it all comes down to arrogance, selfishness, greed. And there's no love, kindness. There's no truth or anything like that, you know. Yeah, so I'm gonna end it here. You know, God bless you all. Have a good rest of your day, and yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your viewership.